Graham, the season finale. We're back again. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well, David. What are we doing today? I can't remember.
We're going to have a look at Alison Rose, who's the chief exec of NatWest Group. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at a clip that you can find on YouTube. It's her talking to new interns, to new joiners at NatWest about what their career is going to look like. And she did it in lockdown via Zoom. And the reason we want to show you this in a reaction video, very popular reaction videos, is because there's a lot you can learn from Alison. She does some amazing things, and we might just, I think, have one or two things that we think she might even improve on. What do you reckon, Graham?
Maybe, but let's have a look. Looking forward to it. Run VT, David, come on.
Underpinning the purpose is it's all about making sure that we have a positive impact on the people, families and communities that we live and work in. And the bank can be a force for such amazing good and have such a positive impact. We have a real opportunity here to really define the brand and the future of this bank that will stay with us for the next 5-10 years.
Cool. Well, David, I think let's just think what Alison's trying to do here. She's trying to appeal to people to join the graduate scheme, to become interns at NatWest. So she's appealing to individuals. So she's got this strange dynamic of talking down a camera, trying to make it personal to individuals, to persuade them that NatWest is the place to come and join, to work for. So she's got quite a tough job to do here. So when we're looking at this, let's think, is she really persuading me if I was a grad to join? Is she conveying a brilliant picture of what it's going to be like to work at NatWest and why that's the best choice for me?
The thing that I would start with, though, is coming back to your point of who she's appealing to. Very easy as a leader to put yourself on a pedestal. And there are three things that I often look for, Graham, in these situations is the presence. Does she look as if she only wants to be right here, right now, having that conversation? And I think she does. The second thing is the warmth. Does she look as if she's taken the listener, the viewer, into consideration, and she's batting for them? Yeah. And the third thing is the power. So, I mean, I think in terms of those three elements of presence, warmth, and power, Alison has got those pretty nailed, actually. I mean, there are maybe different ways that she could flex them, but that's great. Let's go back and have a look a bit more.
So I think the qualities that graduates and interns bring to the bank is a fresh way of thinking. You bring fresh ideas, fresh skills, a fresh perspective, a different perspective, new ideas to help us think differently.
So Graham, let's actually look at those three areas, and let's start with the presence. I mean, I think it's amazing what Alison does. What for you is she doing that makes you know that she is totally present here in this meeting now and doesn't want to be anywhere else?
Well, firstly, even though it's virtual, she maintains an eye contact, which makes it feel like a personal engagement. Like it feels like she's talking to you, and the way she talks, the style, it just feels very personal. So she ticks the box there in terms of that.
She's there in the moment with her message. And what I like is she's leaning in. She's leaning in towards the screen. The analogy I sometimes use is of the great tennis players. Even if they're on the baseline, you don't see them sitting back. There's a sense of their energy coming forward. They want to get to the screen. And I sort of think she's doing that. She's leaning in towards the screen as if she would just desperately want to be with the other people who are viewing her at the time. So let's go back and have a look at some more.
One of the things when you're part of a big organization is the really exciting thing is there are hundreds of different jobs that you can do. But what's really important is we're a really dynamic organization and we're trying to solve problems all the time. And when you're problem solving, there's never just one answer. And so that different perspective, that different point of view that you can bring to a problem from your own individual experiences and your own perspectives.
Well, David, the other point we wanted to talk about was is she coming across as being really, really warm to sort of attracting those grads and interns? What did you think?
I think there's amazing warmth there, and actually that's often the hardest thing to coach because it has to be genuine. You can't fake warmth, and it comes over in a number of ways. She's not afraid to smile, and there's also a smile in her voice, and I tell you what I really love that she does, Graham, is she's not afraid to use emotive words. She says this is amazing at one point, and she's not afraid to qualify it in terms of how she feels. She's allowing that warmth of her feeling about being at NatWest to come out, and I think that's an incredibly strong thing to do, to show your warmth, because it's slightly vulnerable as well to show your warmth. She's great at that. So, Alison, you're very present, you're very warm. Let's go and have a look at some power now, shall we?
So NatWest is a great place to work. I speak from a lot of experience. I started my career in the bank 27 years ago as a graduate. And the reason I chose banking was because I wanted to work with really smart people, with a great culture, with lots of different opportunities to try different jobs, to learn and develop. And I would say that is as true today as it was when I joined the bank.
And so we come to power, Graham. What do we think of Alison's power? What's she doing that makes you realize that she has the power?
Well, to start with, her job title, right? So Cialdini, like we talked about the other week, she's the CEO of the whole company. So I mean, why would I not listen to her? So she's got my attention to start with. So if I'm looking for a job there, I've got the attention. But then she has to deliver on that, as well, doesn't it? So I think though she's very warm and caring and nurturing in the way she talks, it comes over with a feeling of authority.
Yeah.
So it's strong but calm, and then it's some of the words that she uses. I think probably very carefully selected words that she repeats to try and get the message that she wants to get across. And she uses words like championing potential.
And she leans on those words, doesn't she? She just gives them a bit of emphasis. It's like they're in neon in what she's saying. I like that. Do you know what? If I was being really picky here, and I'm going to be really picky, I just wish that she had used a couple of short examples. There's a point when she says, you will find many opportunities in the bank. And she's been there for 27 years. I mean, if I'm listening to a chief exec who has been somewhere for 27 years, I sort of aspire to be her.
Well, actually, David, the other point I think that she could sharpen up slightly is providing a little bit more evidence on occasion. So she talks about culture and passion quite a lot, but doesn't really explain to me what that means at the bank. So I was left thinking, I want to know a little bit more. So what does that really mean? Because that's going to be really important to me when I'm making my decision to join the company. What everybody says, we've got a great culture. What does that really mean? Give me a few little nuggets of evidence that show me what it means to persuade me to come and join. So I think that could have just improved it a tiny bit more.
That's a really good spot. A story to prove the point that we have a great passion and great culture. Fantastic. So there you go, Graham. That's it. The end of the season for now, but we'll be back bigger than ever.
There are rumours of a third series, David, after Easter. I don't know, has your agent been in touch with you?
No, I heard that Ricky Gervais is playing you in season 3, mate. Is that right?
He's unavailable, actually. He's got something else on. So
he's
I think
cheaper than you as well. He's cheaper than you.
Yeah, he is.
Guys, we have really, really enjoyed this. It's, if there's anything you particularly want to know about when we come back, we can take a few weeks off. Please do let us know. Of course, we have stuff we can tell you about, but it's important that it's tailored for you. So thanks for watching us. Thanks for all of your support. And we will see you for season 3 of Connect and Win. See you, Graham.
See you soon, guys. Take care.